Here we go. Here we go. Welcome in, everybody. Look at that. We have a nice start. Excellent. Wait, let me turn my light up a little. All right. Welcome back, my WCIA network family. Hi. Let's see who we've got here. Hi, guys. Okay. Hi, Muffin Top. Welcome in. Muffin Top, my amazing mod. Let's see, is Judy in here yet? Here. I don't think so. Hi, A1 Way Street. Sugar Bee. My members. Welcome in, everybody. And to all my subscribers, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Hi, Sassafras. Today is going to be the first part of a little mini-series. This is how I'm able to do it and keep you guys abreast. So I'm going to be sharing with you information slowly. I'm actually putting it out there in words so it could be understood by those that need to understand it. So I have all this information like I told you guys the other day. Hey, everything I do and say falls under Section 107, the Copyright Act 1976. I am specifically here only for the sake of the missing children. I'm here to hopefully bring justice to the kids, all the children, by sharing their story, by sharing the horrific journey that they have gone through to get to where they are. I'm only here to tell that part of the story, right? Nothing is by coincidence and by accident when it comes to these children, especially to this channel of mine. I came across a channel, 10 years old. The video, it seems as if the video was produced the same year as the other videos that are 10 years old. They all seem to be creating the same kind of content. I am now calling it the bottom layer. This is where the foundation for this machinery took place. This is where, from all I know, right, because sacrifices and so forth went far back. I only know for my spiritual self as far back as Summer Moon Wells and the missing children from there. This foundation is the foundation I see to be the equipment and the information I've been looking at for the last year and a half. I'm going to close chat for myself for a little bit while I speak over these photos. And I will be opening it periodically because I know you guys are going to have questions. I'm asking you to ask the questions and to stay focused on what I'm showing you. Focus in on what I'm saying. I know you guys are so excited. I know I love my chat room so very much, but it's also very important that you watch what I'm doing here and how this matches. It looks as if these people, this group, created like a blueprint that shows the drawing and the outline of the machinery that I've been showing. I call it the machinery, the elements, the machine. I call it a head on a platter. I pointed out things that go around the head, I've pointed out finger cutters, blah, blah, blah. Today I'm going to be showing you somewhere here they drew it up. Now, I don't know exactly who it is, because even the name in there I don't believe is correct. So I just gave everything to authorities. I'm going to create this in sections, you guys. Yesterday I couldn't do it because it was so overwhelming and too important of information that I needed to put it in 4 different sections and get it off to the authorities, the right ones. So that's what I did when I got off with you guys. From there, I then created how to walk through this whole process, from the information they gave me, and make sure it makes sense to everybody. And that's very hard for me to do. So what you're looking at are drawings. This specific woodmaker, he is a woodmaker, woodcraft, lumbercraft. He's in wood. Now, the name that it says doesn't necessarily mean it's the person that it says it is. It says that it's Bob Van. Now, even though it says this is from Bob Van, Michael Van, if it was the Bob Van we know, it would be Michael Van's grandfather who works in wood. But we don't know that until anything is proven true. We don't know what the truth is, and we don't know the true story that we're looking at until the law enforcement confirms it. So this is for entertainment purposes. I'm just giving you the name that was attached to these videos. There are 3 videos, all the same thing. In the video, the first one, they focus very much on drawings. So I'm calling this the maps. I'm not going to give you so many solid photos, because that's going to, if I get to it tonight, I'll do it, but it'll be called number 2. What you see here are drawings. This particular drawing is called Cutterhead. Now, I'm sure that there's enough shit in the cutting world that's called Cutterhead, right? But when I look at the elements that they're showing, and the way that this was built, and the information that is in here, these people built the head cutter. Now, for those that are the guilty party, and I am so serious, you know this is true. You know that this is the information and the machine that was built by whoever this Bob Van is, because he did it with a Joe Wells. All of this was given, and that's why I wanted yesterday to make sure that it was given to authorities and gave them 24 hours to respond if they had any questions, right? The coincidence is too big. When you go into each drawing, the drawing itself is right there. What I'm going to show to you tonight is how all those crazy shit elements that I've been saying is... Let me pull this over. Let me get rid of this. The machine, and I show you funny things behind Benny or Jody Sue or whoever. I'm going to be placing them on top of these drawings. And everyone could come to their own conclusion, because all I am doing is telling the story. Summer Moon Wells' spirit is super high. The photos are shifting, and this is a prime example. You guys, this was my photo from my house. It's talking. Don't ask me how, but all I could think of is that I know how to read it, because everyone sees something different. I've come to the understanding that my gift is allowing the spirit to speak through picture, right? I learned that through Summer Moon Wells cases. So when I was working with my pendulum one night live with you guys, those are photos of Summer Moon, if you guys remember. The photos of Summer Moon, I shuffled and I put them on a table, and I took my pendulum and I had to go round and around and around. When I was going through my old videos 2 days ago, I saw what that video turned into. Now, you might see something differently, but I could read. In the beginning, I was like, you guys see it, you guys see it, you guys see it. You don't always see it. And I respect that and understand that. It's something new to me that people don't see what I see. It's very interesting. What I see is a very, very sad little spirit that flew away and is stuck between here and like an insect. It's as if it's a sad little spirit that is holding life down under. This is like a little worm. It's like a worm feeding off the seeds of our ground. Now, this wasn't anywhere close to what the picture looks like, but I see the story of the Summer Moon Wells missing children. I see the dagger that went through her. So it's not just everybody else's photos that shift from my own brain. They're my photos as well. Anything that touches this story is going to tell the story. And this is what that guy's YouTube page showed me and confirmed the children's story. This is where the children go. This is the real equipment. And this is what happens. The photo, and I couldn't find it, I will find it. The photo of the Wells kids standing in front of an old farm with tin cans and a tin chimney is this. Summer Moon Wells was laying against it, lifeless, if you remember. It was their last little field trip with her brothers. And we got these photos, and one of them was Summer leaning against that tin piece that you see way back here to the left. Summer Moon was against it, lifeless. The V is over the maroon little bucket there. This machine was built according to According to the video that I watch and according to Spirit, this Bob Vaughn built this machine. Now, I don't know who he is. We don't know who he is. But I know this is the kid's story. Correct. It's pictures of them at the farm. This is the only one I'm going to show of a colored photo, because what I'm doing tonight is going to show you how that and this, all of these pictures are mocking the drawings that they drew 10 years ago. This photo and the true machinery are mocking each other. Every time we see a room like this, the location is this guy. It's in a room that they built. So that is why it was so very important. For a year and a half, I've been showing you guys, I know this is a room. I don't know where it is. That's what I would say. I'd say it's a room like this, and I'll give you my reading on it. Right? Well, this is the real room. It's not in Don Wells' shed. It's not down in the basement of the aquarium. They know where this is. I don't know who that is, but that would be up to the authorities, right? Because they have the drawings. I mean, that's what I'm showing you tonight. They drew and developed these blood-sucking, whatever you want to call them, machines. That's what it was. And I'm going to show you, starting the next page, how all the way down to the smallest of the threads that are shaped in a certain way are here. And they're perfect matches. So this here, again, this is really the room you're looking at. I believe that we were looking at this exact room at the Idaho 4's killings underneath the ground. This is what we were looking at. I'm going to show you that tomorrow or next time. Maybe throw it in tonight later when I'm done. We'll see. But this is the room of the sacrifice. It is identical, believe it or not, to this. Okay? All Don and everyone does is they find a way to deepfake over it. But once you know your exact elements, there's no deepfake for me. I see this even when I look at Don's shed. I knew it wasn't there. I mean, because if it was there, the FBI would have seen it. It's like when we see the dead bodies in someone's backyard. Well, we know they're not just laying in the backyard. It's like the Watts house. We know that Chris Watts' basement didn't just have all the elements and a machine with a hanging skeleton in the middle of the floor, right? We know that. I show it, but we know that. So in the Idaho 4, when I showed you those number 5 tiles, and I said they're underground, this is, wherever this is, this goes right here. Because even in this video, their ceiling are all number 5 tracks. That's the same track that Rosemary Bly's photo's against. This is a very popular room. So they drew this, and they drew maps of how they want to disperse whatever they're doing. So this goes here. What I did before is I took even the smallest little elements and made sure that it matched up, and it did. The more I sit here and speak about it, the more it's going to show. And what that does is it connects Don Wells Don Wells' property, speaking for Summer Moon Wells, over here to a video from 10 years ago. I'm watching with you because what it's going to show are the exact same elements that are in the ceiling of this video. Now, when I first started, it wasn't showing. It's going to show. Why? Because Spirit is way too strong. Way too strong. I told them the light is the fastest. They may be working with the same source, but they can't outrun it. The ceiling that is showing up is the exact ceiling that is in this video. Wow. What you see to the right is another photo from 14 years ago. All we're looking at is the exact same thing to the left from the videos that I just busted open. It's the same situation. This here, I'm setting it for you guys. That's what I'm doing. I'm trying to set the mode. Let's see, copy. So this here to the left goes right here. See the number 5? I don't know. Maybe I'll change the coloring, but this goes right here. This is a doorway, and it has the number 5 in the corner, just like this one does. See how that one has 2 number 5s, and so does this one. Let me see if I could put a number 1 if you see that 5, because it's really hard to. Let me change the coloring. But the circumstances of where they are and what they do, and here, let me pull that down, and the elements that they use stay consistent. Let me see. No. I'm trying to make it reset. Okay. Let's see. Sharpness, no. Color. Temperature. All right, I'll try to show it here. You'll kind of see the 5. It's not. But so right here. Oh, thank you for putting the number 1. So I'm seeing the right-hand side. That's from the debunked Fender's Farm. The one to the left is from these guys that I believe have the whole entire story. So this is this window. Period. And there's a box under there. And there's a box under here. And it's a number 5 box. So I know the elements, and that's what I've been going. That's all we do over here is stick to the elements. Here come the drawings. This is going to flip you guys out. The drawings are pretty much identical to the machinery that goes over the heads. This knife here that you see, let me skip this page and go to this one. This element here, that's a drawing of the part that goes on the head. The head goes between it, and this is called a cutter head. I flip it around and it fits. This is another little piece of the drawing. And that just holds the little house with the 3 windows. Now, I drew this. I said they all have a little house and there's 2 windows and 1 window. This is exactly what I was drawing. Let me darken it. I drew this little house, and what I've learned is that each person, it's not a house, it's a very small box. But they each have one. And I drew this. And what's hanging out the end is a green face. They drew this stuff 10 years ago. The photo to the left comes from Benny and Jody Sue's video. I kept saying that they're showing the machine. I'm like, the machine's right behind them. The machine's right behind them. I understand no one, knows what a machine is, but these are parts of it. These are the cutters. These are the cutters. Her head is in the cutter. Here, wait, hold on. Here is the full drawing right in front of you. This photo, as well as this photo. If you look really clearly to these photos that are drawings, they show bits of information in the corners. This here, whoops. This here is that corner piece. You guys are going to see a lot, including the fingernail heart, the little white thing with the window. We've seen those windows. The rope. You've seen that, you guys. You've seen it in pictures like this. Those little windows, these little things, this happens, this one is Lori Vallow's photo from her house. But they all imitate the truth. This video pulls in all this information perfectly. And it backs it up with, you guys, drawings. Drawings. This here shows an eyeball. So all of these are connected, right? All the machine is all connected, and then they take it apart, and some reason or other it goes different places. That I understand. But the way that it fits so perfectly, watch. I believe this to be the true summer. This goes right here. You know how you always see in all the videos, especially Jody, Susan, Benny's, they have these circles around their eyes, like a glass. This is what it's showing. So this is her face. It goes right like that. You see, she has the machine on her face because that's what they do. This machine is common. The exact pole looks exactly like it. You see? Boom. That little dark thing fits right over the nose, and the eye has a circle around it. When someone like me has been obsessively disordering over these cases, no detail is going to get past me. Thank you for putting those ones out. Thank you. No small detail, because when I see a photo, all I could see is what I'm supposed to see. I know these look funky, but this is the story. What you see to the right is from Lori Vallows, and what you see to the left is from, is that Serenity? No, that's Serenity. That's Serenity. They're showing, Serenity's shows the panda face. Serenity McKinney is a Summer Moon Wells missing child. And she has not gotten justice. Quentin Simon, none of them have gotten justice. Because their stories aren't being validated. This is Summer Moon Wells in that room with these pieces. Behind Summer Moon are the exact pieces that you saw in the car and you see here in Lori Vallows' house. These. This was in the car with her. Now, who just said, is that a bathroom? Someone just asked that. Wait a minute. Someone asked if that's if that's a bathroom. To me, it's not a bathroom, but let me tell you something. You do see the toilet paper holder. I think that is telling us that it's by a bathroom. NW Love. Good eye. That is somewhere by a bathroom. I would say the toilet, because there's a toilet paper roll. There was something about their toilet in the Wells house. They couldn't flush it or something. It's a very telling photo. I'm still saying that the plumbing has a lot to do with it. This pic here has toilet paper roll. And NW Love noticed it. It was a good catch. So I just showed you this, how they're the same information. You notice the stick? See that stick it's with? That's in those videos? That stick is it's an important stick. In these drawings, they show the houses, the little houses on wheels, and they move in around like, to me, the circle is around a globe. What this guy is doing is measuring them for placement. This drawing is supposed to be the cutter. It's not the cutter. These are the little houses on wheels that get pulled and put somewhere. The buggies with that little, somehow they put a roof on top. Like Summer says, it's their home. And that home is for each family, which we know. These photos are coming from their video. What I'm doing is taking clips from all my other cases to show you when I would say, oh, those are the little houses. This is what they look like. The drawing is on the right. The drawing from the video. Now he's supposed to be just drawing a woodcutter. What he drew was how the bodies were going to slide in these things. What he drew is what you see to the left. You see these things we have been seeing for a year and a half. This is from Dodie Sue's. We have them in Kylie Rodney's. This is what gets placed somewhere. This is what gets shipped off. That is what that is. These guys over here, let me turn it. The body might be in a different place. But these guys, well, I'm trying to make it smaller. Why won't it let me? Okay, there we go. This is the same thing. This and this. In the drawing, it shows it. You guys, they're actually showing formation. I don't know why I put this here. This is in the drawing. That is a pig's head with one eye. That's exactly what we saw Kylie on, right? In the little corners, you could see that he's actually drawing the little houses. Each little house is on a pig head. And the front door is a number 5. What he did here is he drew it with numbers and calculations where it's going into the earth. That's an A on the front, and it's a 5 for the door. And that's a pig face with one eye. Now, I think the reason for these drawings was to show where these are going. Actual longitude and altitude. Like actual locations. Wait, where's the one that matches this? Here it is. This here is what they drew behind Jody Sue. Each little piece I could take apart and show you what it is. That is the little house before it gets put into its home. It gets put somewhere. See, that's the atmosphere, the whatever ground to the left. What gets put in there is those maroon little boxes. Those maroon little boxes are found in Jody Sue's videos as well as Benny's. Always. These little boxes, you guys, are being placed. Here's the drawing. This is the drawing, and it gets pretty detailed, but you know, it's a 24-minute video. And this is what happens to the video, is what I'm saying. Those are the little houses that get pulled. And if you look to see what is going in there, it shows you. It's showing you. Those are the little white bodies with the dark red on it. This is what they're pulling into those little spaces. We've seen all this. We know what this is. For some reason, these guys developed it. This is what it looks like in a drawing. It's what it looks like. Here, his drawings are the ones on the outside, but what you need to recognize are the elements that surround it. It's not just a drawing. They've got the white mesh, they have a star, they have the V, they have the red maroon box with the white thing. This guy is drawing the children. He's drawing the children, you guys. The little elements that appear are the elements that I see, and I've been trying to show you. What this does, it allows me to put the bodies into the elements and see where the elements set, you know, to make a storyboard. Like this little maroon box. This is showing little with the V. But because it's putting a drawing to it, I can match it all up. Here's their drawing, you guys. While they're doing this, a little child's hand appears, and I don't know, a hand appears and just really strange things, but you guys have seen this plenty in my videos. Tonight's is really strictly about putting the foundation out there. because there's a lot, and I'm trying to keep it organized. There's a lot in the videos, and I want to keep it a little organized while I'm showing it, because they try to make it look confusing, but it really isn't. It isn't, because anyone that goes through my past 500 videos will be able to match it up, and the most important person to do that would be law enforcement. Hey, Judy. Got my 2 mods. Yeah, that's a child's hand. Now this guy's supposed to be in the room by himself in a cutting location. Cutting board. Right? What I am showing you is the equipment that I say is on the ceiling of these, looks like on the ceiling of a garage. And what you see to the left, these are the same. Someone hangs from there. These are the same. Unfortunately, you know, I don't know if who these guys are. I mean, they say, even though it's in Jody Sue's video, we don't know if it's Jody Sue. We don't know it's Benny. But they both should know that 10 years ago, this stuff was drawn and put into their videos. Again, what he's trying to show you is whatever he's creating in his workspace, he is drawing this. And this, what we see here, are the elements. The little house with the window on wheels is huge. So let me blow it up. Right. We crop this. The smaller window shows the house that we know of from Summer Moon and Michael Vaughn, because there is an A in their door. He is drawing the situation and calculating the size. For me, I believe, to place within the sand or the earth or the stones somewhere. But he is calculating these little things, and the critters and shit shows up. Throughout all of this, the elements show up. So, right, they're in these things. I believe, according to Urbana, they need to be a place where you could visit. Last night I wasn't bad. I just definitely couldn't go on. My body was shot like wool. These are places that the family can visit. To the left there's an A and there's a body head on there, but the picture to the right, the ones that are guilty know that this is real. Like, he drew out on an element that we see. They have this element marked out, like with a map information. To me, this is proprietary information. It has to be. they're calling them different people's rooms. Like one says it's Jack's room. One says Jack's room. One says these are oh, no fucking way. These are houses. These are families. These are families, you guys. Turn it this way. There's the body that they put, that's like what they put in under the bridge in the water. This one happens to be someone that they put their names together. There's names on here. There are names on here. This here is like the body piece that I showed you in their capsules. Their capsules and their cylinders. This is a cylinder right here. This cylinder looks like his name is Jack. These are names on here. This is a family that went together. This is a family that died together, sacrificed together, and is together in a location right now, right in front of you. And this is something that could be found. It's a family. This is how they do it, you guys. This is how they do it. Wow. Oh, you know what? This one looks a little clearer. Wait. Oh my God. This says Cutterhead Zach. You guys, there's a name on here. Zach Skern. Look at, there's a name on the top, you guys. There's a name. Zach Kim. Katie. These are like little, these are little cells. These are little, and they spell it out. Yeah, I saw Jack Screw. I didn't want to say it. I saw Jack Screw. Wow. Zach, yes, SCEEW. Maybe Jack Screw. Zach Screw. Zach Screw. This is probably like porn rooms or something. I don't know, but the thing is, this guy has the answers, and his information that is in these videos are pretty much the Summer Moonwell's missing children. Here, these houses, these are like lids. Like that's got an A. It's got a person. So they're drawing this whole entire thing. See? These are capsules. Summer Moon Wells has a capsule. Here's some more of what his drawing looks like. Now, you know, this isn't the most exciting part that I'm showing you tonight, but if this is what needs to be shown. Because they have this shit completely drawn out for people to understand. And I've given the authorities a lot of information to grasp onto. So what you're looking at is the whole entire summer moon. This is what they've used, and this is what they use this stuff in the four college students for sure. This is what they did, and these are in little houses. These get pulled. These get pulled. See? And that goes into the water, and I believe that part there with that kitty cat in there, there's names. See how it sits here? See how that capsule is all, it's all named? I believe that capsule is what winds up stuck in here. That's this. And then each capsule that you see there, it says Jack, has each family grouping's information. This is what it is. That little thing is in here. This here is the pink and white thing that says Jack. Just like how this says Jack here. Let me turn it so I could line it up for you guys. See, Jack is moving. See? And this is Jack. This goes in like that. They're putting it in this like that. Into the little house that goes into the atmosphere. See, this is all mapped out. That is all mapped out. And all of that is coming from this cutting machine. The cutting machine is what you're supposed to think he's drawing. But this guy is drawing the placement. He's drawing the placement, and these things move, and that's what he's drawing. He's drawing the things that look like circular rides, but they're not. They're just his drawings. Those drawings match the little stick people, you know? See? Wait till you see the pictures, they place the head on these things. This is what they do. Knife lift. I know that this is not a knife cutter. It's not a knife cutter. We've seen these sticks. Here's the cutter. You see the little critters that show up on the cutter? Those critters are what we've been looking at. for a year and a half. This room is really dark and scary, old and dirty. And I'll show it all to you. If you take a close look at the hand, wait, the hands are cut, and they're really obviously cut because these are finger cutters. These things cut the fingers. And this is someone who is being cut. He's drawing this stuff, but it's also happening real time. See this cutter? See how it has one of those silver critters on the top? These fingers are being cut. This comes from a video, and this is really what it looks like, you guys. Like his machine really, it's like he made all these pieces. He made all these pieces. What you see to the left is someone's hand in his video with the critter on it, or an eyeball, whatever it is, but that's exactly the same thing that we're seeing in Jody, Sue, and Benny's videos. No different. Their machinery, I sent it all in, their machinery matches. See that? It's like a bicycle. It's quite interesting. Now, the most interesting thing is when they start drawing those little stick people. Those little stick people, those match the missing children. Michael Vaughn has one. Summer Moon Wells had one on her tree, and they match each child. These are hanging little stick people, and Benet Ramsey, she had these in her room. They put them in photos. They put them on posters. But these are real. See the numbers? See that person in like a ride? It's like showing the person's on a ride. We see that. Just fun and games, but this is going in a circle. There's a bus. Kind of looks like a bus, these. But it's so nuts. I am surprised that I even have information like this. I'm surprised that they didn't take it down, because this is their story. This is the Summer Moon Wells story. These elements I have been showing. This is like the ride at the carnival. That's what it is with the V. These are all Ferris wheel, correct. This is Don's Ferris wheel. It's telling you the story. But see the cutter to the left? Many of these drawings match all of the stories and pictures that we have of Summer Moon. Many of them match identically. They definitely use a pressure cooker. So there's the number 5 on that stick. Jack is with a number 5 group. This must be under the ground. They bring it over. They lift something into it. That's what this is. So let me explain something to you. What you see to the left with the pressure cooker and the maroon, the white, the silver, that's what I showed you that was with Adventures with Purpose. This is what they were showing, you guys. I'm going to try to find it. This is what they were showing you. Wait a minute. Look how that's changing. Look how it's showing you what they're doing. Look at that. It's no longer a cutter for wood. In their video, they're showing you they're cutting wood. This is what it's showing you guys. Yeah, this is like an instruction book. The whole video goes to it. Look at that. This here, when I said that they use a pressure cooker, you know, like a cooking pot, they do. They do. Here's the situation. And this, you guys, this isn't covered up shit. And this isn't like anything but a video. So the authorities will be able to just go get the damn video. I gave them everything they needed. Let me see if it's right in here. It's always so hard to find. Oh, AWP. Let me see if I just want that one photo. You'll see. I was going to put it in here. That's so funny. Should always follow my gut. Let's see. I think it's going to be here. So when Adventures with Purpose was showing them like in a truck with some stuff or whatever, this is what they were showing you. Wait. Brighten it up. I always have to, my stuff is always dark. Here. Copy. Okay. This part of their exercise is the same as this. Wonder if I have to turn it around. That's not going to show well. Wait. It's when he's going to take off his whole uniform and there's like, he's in all of the equipment. Usually I could get it from Plunder. Well, it's when he was sitting in the back of the truck and he's taking off all of this stuff. It really, what it wants to show is what you're looking at. And those little white boxes I just showed you that are so important to the process, and this right here, copy. Here. This is even better. Wait. Go back. Wait. Yeah, wait. Adventures with Purpose. shows this outside their place, right? So when you look at something like that, what I'm showing you is the drawing of this. Like those, you know, see how he's holding those white things? That's part of the machine. This is part of the machine I'm showing you. Let me see if I could grab it since I have this here. So when I say machine, anything that helps cut these bodies or kill them or whatever they are doing is part of this. And I know that what you're looking at is part of the equipment. This here, well, I can, you know, I'm going to just match it up to Michael Vaughn's. That there is here in this video. This shows up this way in the video. Okay? That, and there's a head. See the head attached? That is this. Even though it's in page 76, I'm going to show it now because we're doing it. Which is the same exact corners as these kids go in. These are the same corners. Here, I'm going to make it smaller. So this is the equipment, and he is just consistently drawing the information that is going on inside, like, the kill zone. So what I'm showing you tonight, basically, again, is the foundation to the physical images that I will be showing you. This guy is drawing them as a cookie cutter video. This is one of the hands right there. The machine is right below. But these are what these will be lifted and dropped wherever this diagram tells it to go. These are the sacrifices. They're being placed within a cylinder, within some hole. What you see on the bottom right-hand side is what I've just been showing you for God knows how long. But it's not a cutter. You guys could tell it's not a cutter. He's showing his shit off. This here, you are looking at, believe it or not, the same information. I'm going to pick it up and place it where it's supposed to be. I'm going to pick up Jody Sue's head and place it for you. Great. Wonder if I could copy and paste on top of it. Let me see. The head goes in here, you guys. Right in here. There's the round thing on the bottom. The head goes on top. This is the machine. Let me see if I could just do the head. Wait a minute. Crap. Or let me crop it smaller. Because then I could show you where the little piece, this is like a whole situation. Okay. All right, so Jody Sue's head would go here. Right here. And it's sitting on the bottom piece, which is the cylinder. Wait. Let me turn this. So this is the machine. Okay. The head goes in here. This is the machine. Okay. Oh, see, that's the head right here. It's actually showing up. This is the head. This is what winds up being put away. Right? Because this is the head. Let me make another little head. Just like over here, I hope I'm explaining it. So this little head goes in here. This is the head. Boom. Okay? The cylinder is under the head, and that's the cylinder is like a major deal. The cylinder goes into that capsule. So this cylinder, this is the cylinder, and this piece of paper right there is right here. Okay? That is right here, which is right here. And this whole thing is the house. See how the cylinder is starting to show up here? And the head is showing. The head is in their hand right here. And there's the heart. And the white piece that goes across the three pieces. You guys, are you seeing it? Oh, number ones, thank you. You're seeing it? Not easy. Because if it was easy, everyone would have solved the damn thing. Right? And they haven't. This here is the white thing with the heart. This part here with the heart. These are other people. They're not just one person. Oh my God, thank you for putting those ones. Because sometimes I feel like I'm sitting here talking to myself. And then there's the stick. So all of our elements wind up showing up in this video. And the elements that show up in this video match Jody Sue's perfectly. perfectly. That's what that is. Here are more of his drawings. Now, here it's showing these little things traveling on a tightrope with the little A hanging. So as this video goes further, it shows the process of where these things go. And as you can tell, these are the elements to Summer Moon Wells Missing Children. This here is going into a little hidden doorway, and whatever this looks like, that's the yellow face. This is the story. And this shouldn't be in a place that's doing cutting on a cutting board. Here, these are the little stick figures that I'm talking about. Summer Moon Wells has them, all of them. Michael Vaughn's is really obvious with the little A hanging. It's a body that's showing that it's going across a tightrope. This guy drew this all. He drew it, you guys. He looks like he's been in there forever and ever. Look at the top photo. So the photos that you see here are all from the video. It's a man with old dirty hands, but yet once in a while they show little children's hands and they show the pink fingernail. Because really what you're looking at is the Summer Moon Wells Missing Children's case. Whoever put this together, I'm saying, is guilty. Because this isn't a cover-up. This isn't being hidden. It's showing the story. And at this point, the FBI could take all this and put the story together, I would think. I would think they'd be able to. These little things have little rooftops on them, and it's really quite interesting how he's really taken satisfaction in drawing out this process. And it's really fascinating to me how these drawings have continued to be the elements that they show today. Like, when I look at this, to me, I would be like, case closed. That's the little house. That's the little buggy. They put a rooftop on it, and the little head is in there on a platter, and they put it somewhere. Actually, they're putting it in something that maybe blows up because they have a pressure cooker with it. You guys, they have a pressure cooker with it. So this is somewhere that it's a pressure cooker. There's like on that little buggy there's an A, and it looks like it's connected. Here, let me show you. Let me blow it up a little bit so you could see. Because this one's interesting. Oh, I do it on my next. Here. Look. So these are A's. There's 3 of them together. The one in the middle is the big one. The one on the bottom is little. And then there's another one. So, like I said, there's a boy, a female, a male, and a baby. That's what I see. This is what I see. Yeah, air pressure. Air pressure's big. Like if you're ever trying to get a reading and working with this case, you will feel that. I really hope, I begged in my emails, please, please, I beg you to take this and go do something with it. If you guys remember these sad photos of summer, this photo was showing this. And that's not summer, that's another child. But this is what they sit in. They sit in these little buggies. It's real. The face on top is real, and it's not summer. It's a different child. And that's up to the authorities to take these photos and match them. Because the photo here with Summer is a child that's not there to play with Summer. That child's gone. And if the authorities really would start to take this and take it seriously, what's going on over here, I would feel comfortable and confident that this picture would get a face recognition to it. That's not Summer. And this child went through a lot of pain. She went through the process that I'm showing you. In those little carts. So he just keeps on drawing. Both sides come from his photos. That pressure cooker goes somewhere in the car, in the little cart. The details get better and better. So by the time this video, let me show you this one, comes towards the end, there's no confusion what's going on. And it's drawn very cleverly. So anyone with the right equipment would be able to change this, and you'll see that what's in his fingers is a face with the stick through the eye. But let me see if I could change the colors. The color, it almost looks like a scarecrow, but the coloring, right? Once I change it, you see then different elements show up. Watch. See? This is why I needed to show you the drawings first. Because everything that follows, are the actual elements, like the hardcore piece of machinery that matches up to my photos. But this here shows you how it was done. And that these little drawing critters are looks like Fred Flintstone. These are very, very real. Here comes the equipment within his drawing. The equipment and what you see on the back wall is what I have been showing you guys. Nothing has changed. It's really remarkable, I think. We're going in towards more of the equipment, you guys. Change the coloring. This here are the wood pieces. The maroon box, the V. It mimics Summer Moon Wells. This is what's happening now with his drawings are becoming more real. So it shows the drawings and then it slowly has the machinery fill it in. And as the machinery fills it in, that's where I'm able to match it really well to what I already have. The smallest little pieces from the stick with the V over to the left with those little maroon pieces and the white, I can't even emphasize, those who have been with me from the beginning, or at least have been here for at least a month, know that nothing is relevant to this case if it doesn't have these elements on it. It can't be relevant because it must have these elements on it. This is his drawing slowly coming to life. Let me recrop it because there's some little bit of it I don't have. This is slowly coming to life. It's funny. The V's with these exact sticks is what I pointed out in the Idaho murders. I'm like, they're right there. Grab the sticks. Like, go get the sticks. But the thing is, no one realizes what these elements are, and they're there, you guys. These are elements that exist because that's the part that shows up. There's the maroon box. I mean, you're not going to see the shit that, you know, is drawn out. A lot of it is just part of whatever their sacrifice needs. They need a certain, I don't know, design. Turn the drawing upside down. See what it looks like. Let's see. I shall do that for you. Here. We have seen this piece of equipment. There it is upside down. We have seen these sticks, and we haven't heard about them, but these are the same sticks that get put in the fence, in the wood, on the flooring in Harmony's house. This here that you see in front of you is in Benny's garage. There's one video that blew me away. And the reason it blew me away is the way that it matches everything that I'm doing. I got no traction. I'm like, it's right there. Now we have drawings and we have physical pieces like this. And when you line this stuff up, I take it smaller so you could see what I'm doing. Wait, I have to turn it. Wait, that way. This is right this way. Yeah. Wait till you see this. You know what? Let me crop it. This here is a cookie cutter to this here. Watch. Wait, I have to try to match it up correctly. Right there. So, see almost like where it looks like they're kissing? That's where this goes, like right, it goes right in here. Goes right in here. See how that white thing goes right, it goes right, goes right here, in there. That goes right in there. So this goes right in here. And this is that piece of machine. That's what that machine is. And that white thing sets up here. This goes right in there. And it lines up like that. Let me see if the V is in here. So when I open it up, copy, the V is right here. So if I left that there, here's the V. See? So let me get rid of that one. That goes in here, and this is the V. You see? This is the V. And it goes in here. It's like that. See? Goes right in there. So if you watch this slowly, everything will show up. And this is in Benny's garage. And I've seen it in the back of the garage all the time. Now, I don't think that's the Benny we know of personally. I really don't. There's other Bennys, and I know that for a fact. I could feel the different change of personality. Like, seriously, I feel like one is much younger than the other and much more free-flowing, like, thinks this shit is so fucking hilarious. And then there's one that is completely non-attached, done for a reason. And then there's one that is, like, the head honcho. Like, I do not know, and we've gotten a taste, but we don't know who's who. This goes right here. There it is. It goes just like that. And that's what you're looking at. It's what you're looking at. There's a date on here, 7/11/93, and then there's a Z. I don't know, maybe that is a Zach. Yeah, I mean, we don't know really where it's at. I only know the story and the elements that are correct. I don't know who, what, where, when, you know. Here's more of his drawings. You guys have seen that piece of equipment a gazillion times that they're showing here. Let me make it bigger because it's hard to see right here. This part of what he's showing to me, this is what's underground. This is the part that's underground, under those fives, under the, like, the maroon metal. This isn't even a cutter anymore. And this is what's in there. That's the machine, you guys. And it's everything that I've been showing, all even through the Watts case and the Valos. And the drawings are very, very interesting. They could get a lot of information from these drawings. A lot. The information that they're giving, I believe, is very, very crucial. And it's someone is going to have to evaluate this that knows maybe the resurrection, or I don't know, to find these pieces. Or maybe they don't want to find these pieces, right? Maybe they don't. Here are more physical photos coming up. He mixes the physical photo to the left with the drawing. It's quite interesting how the machine of his just doesn't stay consistent. But what I'm showing you a little glimpse of is once he starts putting the physical elements in, and kind of been staying with one theme here, the physical elements are the ones that are the cookie cutter to what I've been showing. Like this A on the string. Especially what it's attached to. Wait, let me make it smaller. This is the whole entire piece of machinery. These are the sticks. This is in the room. This is real. And they're really doing this. This here is a real piece of equipment with real wires. You have seen that stick before, you guys, with the maroon and there's a heart on top. I've seen it in people's garages that are, I believe, are part of this. It's against the garage attached to piping. Ash, I don't know what the names are. I can't make them out. I will work on that. But I wanted to get this out. The names are important. I will try to look into it. But we've seen all this. That's the point of me showing this. The point is for me to show it this way and then gather all of the evidence behind it to show how it shows up in all of the circumstances. Like this, that's the number 5. It's like it's on a merry-go-round. But when you look down in the corner, that's the bloody truth. That's the bloody truth. So what you see here is the drawing, and then what you're seeing in the corner is the physical evidence that matches my stories. Right? Oh, thank you, Lucy Lee, for that super sticker. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. And that right there that you see is the maroon, the red. That's the maroon, the green, and I don't know if that's white or what, but those are the boxes. And then the sides turn into horses, and this is a piece of machinery that was physically made. It was physically made. Those are little carts carrying people. That's what it's showing. Down in the corner is the little house. I'm going to match this little house up. These are the little houses that Summer Moon talks about. She says that she's in a house with her family. And this little cutter, like I said before, I showed this, is a little house that's a pig with one eye. This is what they're showing. Right? You can't... These are the elements. What you see across the top is exactly what I show you goes in the water and buried. This is how I showed you Kylie Rodney was under the water. When that Checka TV went to collect stuff, this is what he was showing. Nothing more and nothing less. This. What you see on the top, Summer Moon, we've seen hers. There's the head to the left. Goes across the number 5. That's the machine. There's the V up on top. I mean, the authorities just hit the jackpot. You know, that's what I could say. You guys hit the jackpot, and if you choose not to do shit about it, that wouldn't even make any sense to anyone here. That makes no sense. These are the same maroon, red, and white and number 5 boxes that all the kids went with. Kylie Rodney's showed her standing on it by the water, standing on this thing. Let me crop it. This is what Kylie Rodney was standing on. Here are your boxes. Green, maroon, number 5, the face, the heart. This might as well be Kylie. It's very obvious. It's very obvious that whoever put these together knew what they were doing. This shit was laid out for them. There's the pressure cooker under the maroon stuff. Over to the left, they're pinpointed with points, right? The finger turns bloody. It's very important that I point this out. A while back, this was posted. Shit. I don't remember who posted this right now. My mind's like in a blur. D something. But if I want you guys to see this, that she questioned, is that Rosemary Bly? When she first posted the picture, it was normal looking. Now it is showing the same information as this channel is showing in their photos. It shows the same information. Because what I see in the photos to the right are the same number 5 maroon boxes that I've been showing for over a year, right? But the picture of this lady said she thinks it might be Rosemary. It matches the background. It's D something. D something. Yeah, the fake Rose Bly. But even if this is fake, why would they fake a real element? Like, what I'm saying is, if indeed whoever put that out stuck shit in there that's real. It's the information here that I have is real. You see what I'm saying? So my question, and it's not D, someone, I think she found it or something. I don't remember. I have no idea. But whatever's within these crate things, when I get closer into the wall, because these are really kind of put in the wall. Wait. There is a head in there, just like how the fake Rosemary Bly. Let's say this is fake. Either way, there's something in there, right? So that was interesting to me. Real or not real, they have information in that photo. This photo here also shows the exact piece of machinery. This photo is from the family that I am following, that has all of the information. This family that I'm following has the most information on the sacrifices. But what I don't understand, they're still putting photos up. This piece of equipment is the same as the equipment that I'm showing right here. That is this. That is this. And she's carrying it. So this is the piece of machinery that is consistently going wherever people are going. What is showing up? This matches. We got to look at this. This family has an incredible amount of information. So now what it's showing is the chipmunk face. To the left. So now we know that that's basically the equipment, right? I showed you how this was all, there's chipmunks. Now that important chipmunk shows up here. Wait, hold on. Call you shortly. That is a head. This is a sacrifice. This girl is on this equipment. Let me see something. Or I have to turn it. The pressure cooker goes on the other side by her head. Copy. So it goes this way. Goes this way. See, the pressure cooker goes by her head. Goes this way. See that lit up thing? It goes like this. So the pressure cooker actually goes on her head. See how that pressure cooker I show you guys is on that freaking fake car? Goes like that. This is the pressure cooker that I showed you in the car. This bottom piece here, I'll show you as I pull it over. That little red bottom piece, this section here, this goes here. See that bottom with almost like with the two eyeballs? That goes down here like that. And the head is on a platter in a freaking pressure cooker. I mean, it all matches that way. There's no other way of seeing it. This here, this piece right here is this right here. Okay? So this pressure cooker goes over here. And see that little number 5? That's over here. So it goes like this. Just like that. just like that. That's how it is. There's the green face. The chipmunk. This is just her carrying it to whatever the destination is. And to the right shows this under the ground. To me, this is under a bridge. It's the same thing that I say is under the bridge. And that's also in the video. This is in the video showing that this is under the cutter. And again, the drawings are ridiculous. So much information. I have a lot of photos of Michael Vaughan in this corner. Some show more silver than the others. But to me, he's in this. This is where he is. And this is where Summer Moon Wells went. I showed this one. These are the drawings that slowly are showing the product. And this here, again, is what I'm going to be going over with you in the next video to show you how these drawings actually appear with perfectly matched items, like these little number 5 boxes that are different colors, but they're really little. These are really little. But yet, these are the elements that we see, you guys, but they're really in his hand. Like, so many times I've been showing you information that looks untangible, even though I know it's the truth, but it looks intangible. These here are elements that are showing really small, but they're tangible. They match. Let me turn it. And that's what the next slide, which I'll mark part 2, you know, taking this map and showing you apples to apples information. Like, I could match this up. But I do find that it's really important, especially, they're miniature, like little models. Especially when I know that the authorities need explanation. They need the explanation. And the drawing that is on the right side as well turns into a real solid item. This one. This one is what gets stuck in the ground. See, to me, what you're looking at is what gets stuck to the wood frame. You know, that's what the wood frames look like, and these sticks get attached to it. This is one of my favorite photos from the whole video, is the little house. This little house. It really shows a lot of detailed information. So this is what he looks like sitting, but I know that whoever is sitting in this chair is the victim. Whoever is in this chair is being victimized. He's not sitting in this chair working. We know these elements. You know the finger cutter. You know all this stuff. Look at this. You see the number A, the letter A, the stick. Summer Moon Wells had that stick. This is the fake car. What you're looking at is the fake car. This is all it is, you guys. And let me tell you something. The fake car is the same fake car that we saw in Kylie Rodney's fake car. This is actually a fake car, someone sitting by a window, and it's no different than when I show you Andrew Hilt or Benny or Jody Sue, whoever is sitting in the window. Understand that the drawing is what's helping. There's something, they have like these, everything is mathematical, I believe. They have these strings, and it's all calculated, and it moves things. Like, remember I'm always like, oh, Benny has a string and it's moving someone's hand. It's all mathematical. It's a mathematical equation that's keeping this shit alive. And it's just showing you what they need to see. It's showing them instructions. It's the Bible. Flannel's an easy way to camouflage things. But just imagine, let's say these are strings on someone's dead body that's sitting there, and they're moving that person. I don't know. But those strings are real. I see them using it. I see them moving this shit. You know, and that's really what's in the car. That's the fake car. That's what you see, the drawings. That's a cutter in there. Like, that, pretend that is like in there. Right? It's really, this video was showing, it's almost like a documentary of them laying this whole thing out. It's wait a minute. I think I wonder what video. Let me see. I don't remember what I was supposed to even show yesterday. Not that. So that's what this is. It's basically a honey to-do list. Did I show you yesterday? Did I get this far? Tell me if I showed you guys this yesterday. Did I go over this yesterday? I can't remember. Yes or no? Did I go over this at all? Did I show you guys the common people in here? I did? Why don't I remember? Oh, no? No. Okay. This is what I chose not to show you. I'm going to show you today. So this is part 1. tomorrow I will show you basically photos, like photos of the equipment, closer photos like this, and line it up like with underneath a bridge, you know, or anything like that. I'm going to show you those that don't have as the drawing on it, because I'll take it to a place where you could see apples to apples. I need to show you guys something. This is just as important as what I've been showing you. I'm surprised I didn't show this. Here's a photo. Everyone knows this and has seen this. After Summer Moon went missing. This photo has the same woman in it as Bob Vaughn's photo in his boat. Okay? Not only is that woman in Bob Vaughn's photo, but she also was in the photo of Kylie Rodney with that guy who I said was Check It TV. This face, now I've sent this in, now is identified in 3 different missing children's cases. This is her in one. This is her in another. And this is another one. Now, I know you're going to say that doesn't look like her, but here's the common thread. The face, as well as the patch on the eye in this one. They have a thing covering their eyeball. Yes, she was in the photo with Kylie in the snow, and I'm like, that's Check It TV with blonde hair. This is a major match. Now, these guys also have this face in common. I think that this girl is that girl. Let me blow her up. I think this girl on the boat is the same one in the backyard. Now, the one on the boat, like, has two different looks, by the way. Like, it's, it could be either one of these. They have the same nose, eyebrows, chin. I sent this, oh, wait. I sent this all in. As well. But I couldn't remember if I showed this, but it's very curious. The other thing is knowing, because this is what I'm showing you tomorrow. This, I don't know if this is the Bob Vaughn, so this is what I just showed you today, this equipment. This is what I'm going to show you tomorrow, how it really matches. Kylie Rodney, one of her very, very, very last photos was of her standing in front of a butterfly. This is Bob Vaughn in front of a butterfly with his grandson. Now, I do not believe in coincidences. I do not. I do not. This, I mean, I don't understand it. It seemed significant enough for me to bring it up. The other thing here, this piece of equipment and item, in the beginning, I'm like, this is one of the first things I noticed. I kept saying, they're laying in the corner, they're laying in the corner, they're laying in the corner of the same metal. And I have lots of these photos, and this shows Grandis laying in the corner, getting whatever's done. And this showed, to me, Benny was with Summer Moon Wells. Because when they show this stuff, it's usually with two people. Like, someone is the receiver. It's all I know. Like, all this is for entertainment purposes, right? But knowing that this is such a massive part of the equipment, that piece of equipment that you see on Benny, and I'm going to call Summer, is this. Which matches this video's piece of equipment that I will be showing you tomorrow, like this. These are the same, you guys. And I choose to think that this is... Wait, let me grab it. Summer. I just believe whoever is under the true Benny was the one who was a receiver of Summer Moon. Now, I'm not saying it's the Benny that we know at all. What I'm saying is there's someone who is acting or playing different parts. I know that. They're not all the same. This is what Summer Moon looks like. This is what happened to her at the end of her days of terror. And this photo is as real as you could get it. The one over here with Grandis, same thing. Grandis was a receiver. And I believe that's really Summer Moon's head. I do. Full-heartedly. The only ones that know I'm right is the guilty. This here is Rosemary Bly's photo. One of them. I've shown this so many times, but now that we have people listening to these elements that are matching, that's Rosemary Bly. Rosemary Bly looks the same as anyone else that we're talking about within these killings. There's no difference. But yet, no one's discussing Rosemary Bly. No one. Rosemary Bly looks the same as, here, Kylie. With the stick in her head. No difference. But no one talks about her anymore. But yet she was taken by the same bloody hands as all these children. These are her photos. Go back and look at them. These are the things that I pulled apart yesterday. I did show you this one, what happened to Gabby Petito's photo. I believe that is Summer Moon. That's not Gabby Petito. And that sure ain't Brian Laundrie. Someone with shit on his face. That's fake skin to look dark. The perpetrator is right behind them. That's not Gabby Petito. But you guys, no one's looking. No one's looking. It's astonishing. This here is the Benny that we know of. Biting into someone's neck. In Benny's video. Something has to give. Something has to snap. Something. All of Andrew Hilt's photos and Benny's old photos, because I still have them from over a year ago, they're not even worth putting all of this out there, but all of them are bloodier than the next. And that's Andrew Hilt, that we know of. His videos are getting more disgusting. This here looks like Voices Behind the Wall and Ernie. This was an article that they said that this guy was Shanann's boyfriend. It was like in the news. I've shown this before. I'm like, wait, now that I know these people better, I'm like, That looks like Voices Behind the Wall and Ernie. But this was in a Shanann video. I just personally think that the walls are getting thinner and everything's becoming clearer. Like, how is it that Brian Laundrie could have the same wires in his head as Aaron Carter? I mean, as crazy as it sounds that Aaron Carter looked like, he looks the same as Brian Laundrie. You see what I'm saying? Like, you can't tell me that. And who else has that shit in his head is Don Wells. So when you go back to these videos, the common elements are all being shared. They're all the same. They're the same. That doesn't make any sense. You mean how long can they just keep running from these photos? That's my question. Because they're all the same. Go back to my Aaron Carter one. Go back to how I show Don to look like. Looks like Brian Laundrie. This. And there's the circle. There's the pressure cooker. Right on her eye. Where it goes for everybody. That's the pressure cooker. Just showed it to you. So tomorrow I will definitely be going through more. I do want to show you what this room looks like so you can get a feel for the age of it. It's old. The doors look old. This looks like a death trap. And they need to find it. They need to find it. And then here's one of the pieces of machinery. And then we will end it on this. And this is what we will go over tomorrow. You could see how this plays into the Summer Moonwell's children. The shapes and the information that is in this room and on this photo tell the story. You guys, that is it for tonight. I hope, again, that this makes a difference and it brings justice home to all these children. Thank you, my mods, Muffin Top, Judy, and thank you for that super sticker. Totally appreciate it. May justice come to all those that have been touched by this horrific killing. And maybe tomorrow it'll make a difference. One by one, tomorrow I will then build upon this so people understand what I'm saying. Thank you all. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. Thumbs up on your way out and subscribe if you have not. Thank you. Good night, guys. Good night, Judy and Muffin Top and all my members and subscribers. Talk to you later.